released onto the field. Everything is riding on this football game. So there's a special intensity, a special urgency. Here come the Volunteers. Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee.
You know, I'm not going to tell you what we have done. We're just going to go out there and we're going to continue to show you. We've made leaps and bounds since the spring, and we're going to continue to take leaps and bounds. So that's a goal of ours, and, you know, we're dead set on proving that. Forget talking about it.
Welcome to the Talkin' Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. That was Matthew Butler, Vols senior defensive lineman, who met with the media yesterday as we head into fall camp. It's time. It is time. Now is the time. Fall camp starts today. I'm so fired up. Let's go. I know you guys are excited too. Tons of content coming your way. But I loved everything that this young man had to say about the Vols defensive line unit. You know, look, it's a position group that's been criticized not only last season, but during the offseason, throughout spring camp. We all talked about their lack of ability to get to the quarterback, their lack of ability to even stop the run game during the spring game. But it sounds like they have a chip on their shoulder, and they're out to prove something. And as he just said, forget talking about it. Forget talking about it. We're just going to go prove it. We're going to go through some of his comments. We're going to talk about the defensive line unit for this season. But just quickly, I want to thank you guys that joined Dabra and myself last night. We ended up doing a 3-hour live stream going through the press conferences from Coach Heupel, Coach Banks, Coach Golis. Had a lot of fun just hanging out with you guys, talking, chatting it up, laughing. But just extremely, you guys were generous last night, extremely generous, giving back to the channel. And I just want to say thank you once again for that. We appreciate it. But as always, do me a favor, go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. If you're new to the Talkin' Vols Network, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop new content. Like I said, we're getting into fall camp. It starts today. Going to be tons of content coming your way over the next few weeks as we move into the season. But let's get into it. Let's see what Matthew Butler had to say.
In that room, I've always been the same guy. Like, you know, that's kind of behind closed doors, even since I was a freshman. Like, there's always been a room for me to be a leader and have say in the room, and I think I've always been that. You know, with those guys who I'm close to, that I'm with every day, I feel like I can talk to them how they need to be talked to, and they can talk to me exactly how they need to talk to me. And it's really always been that way, which is an amazing thing. So now I think it's gravitating and you know, going out more towards the entire team, which is a fantastic thing. But my sphere of influence is still in that D-line room. Think about it. There's so many positions on the football field. Basketball, baseball, all that other stuff. You're kind of one big conglomerate. Football, we are too, but there's so many different positions. So, you know, leaders really have to know their place and know how they can impact both their position group and the whole team. It's very intricate, but for sure.
Look, this defensive line, this football team in general needs somebody to step up and be a leader on and off the field. And Matthew Butler, he is saying all the right things. I think it's very interesting how he talks there about being a leader, not only in the room, but also transitioning into a leader out on that field. This defensive line unit, they returned a lot of guys from last season. Aubrey Solomon, Amari Thomas, Elijah Simmons, Latrell Bumpus back from injury. But then you look at the guys that, you know, they've added, DeJohn Terry, Caleb Tremblay through the transfer portal. This unit has some bodies. But there's a key factor to this unit. You got to look at what they've been through. Last season alone, you know, they lost their position group or their position coach 4 weeks into the season. You've got their head coach, Cornbread, trying to not only micromanage every single position. Look, we've read the stories about, you know, the conversation with Jim Chaney on the headset. You know, he's trying to micromanage Jim Chaney play calling. So you've got Cornbread trying to manage this whole football team, but also be a position coach for the defensive line. It's a recipe for disaster. There's no real development. So the key factor for this defensive line unit and why I can get excited about a position group that has struggled They have struggled the last year, but I get excited because the wild card factor is Rodney Garner. Rodney Garner is the ace up the sleeve. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see what Coach Rodney Garner does with this position group.
Oh, he means a lot. We all know who Coach Garner is, from his past, and we all know who Coach Garner is to us right now. And he is a dude. He's the dude, He's the best of the best. So, you go in there, you listen to what he has to say, you apply it to your game right away. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, because it works. So it's been amazing.
What's he like behind closed doors? We see him kind of out here at practice being all fired up. I mean, what's he like in team meetings?
He is
kind of more reserved?
Definitely fired up out here. Y'all have seen it. He's a fiery guy, and he's going to be that way. Behind closed doors, obviously, he loves us. We love him. We can talk. He can be fiery like y'all see him. He can come down like he's a very well-rounded dude. Like he's a great dude to be around, point blank. He's going to shoot straight with you. All that stuff you see out here, that's football. When you're talking to me as a man or any of our other guys as a man, we're talking as men, and that's what it is. So that's good that you have a well-balanced individual coaching a group of guys like us.
Coach Garner is a dude. He's the dude. That clip alone is a recruiting pitch. Send that to every top defensive lineman in the country. I love that response. I love seeing Matthew Butler light up when asked about his coach. Rodney Garner just brings so much to this university, to this football program, the ability to recruit, the ability to develop talent. Rodney Garner is 100% without a doubt the reason why the Vols are in the mix for the ESPN #1 ranked player in the class of 22, Walter Nolan. 100%. There's no doubt about it. I hope he elevates the potential of this defensive line unit. And like I said earlier, listening to Matthew Butler talk, it sounds like they have a chip on their shoulder. They have heard all the media talking about how they are not performing up to their standards. They've heard it. They see it. We live in the age of social media. These kids see what is being said about them. They have a chip on their shoulder, but Butler goes on to talk about how the defensive line unit, not only are they going to deliver, not only are they going to prove it, but he says they're going to be the rock of this defense.
Well, I've loved every single dude that's ever come in and out of our room. Like, those are my guys. It's like my family away from my family. We do things together. We talk all the time, cracking jokes and acting plain foolish sometimes. The guys that left, everybody has their own situation, but the guys that are here now, we got to make it happen. Not just make it happen, talking about really make it happen. Like, we have some really good guys in that room, personally and from a football perspective. So we're going to step up. We're going to be the rock of the defense.
You can hear it in his. He is sick and tired of talking about it because talk is cheap. Talk means nothing. Matthew Butler is ready to go prove it. We're going to really do it. No, really do it. He emphasizes he is so done talking. He is ready to put on the pads and go prove it on the field of play. Again, a unit that's been criticized all offseason long. Can they truly be the rock of the defense? Can they find a playmaker or two? Can they find somebody that has the ability to put pressure on the quarterback? You guys drop into that comment section. Let me know who can step up and be that guy. Who can step up, and he called Rodney Garner that dude. Who can step up and be that dude on the defensive line? Leave me a comment. I want to hear from you guys. Let me know who you think on the defensive line. Can Matthew Butler be that guy? Can he be that senior that has a big-time season? Can he be that playmaker? Can he get pressure? What about, one of the transfer guys? Can Caleb Tremblay coming on a business trip? Can he get it done? I like DeJoun Terry. I cannot wait to see him out there on the field playing this fall. Let's hear one more comment with Matthew Butler as we wrap up this short little video today.
It's like that's a goal of ours, to build depth. That just comes with a lot of reps, and then not only just like getting reps and being out here and just being toasted, but being able to get quality reps. If you do something wrong, you know why you did it wrong. If you do something right, it's not just a pat on the back. Like, you tell them why they do it right. That comes from you know, older guys like myself that comes from coaches, obviously, and we want to be able to. That's a goal of ours too. We want to be able to coach each other this fall camp and this year, not just rely on our coaches.
Again, Matthew Butler just showing authentic leadership. We talked all year long last season about lack of leadership, not only on the sidelines from the coaching staff, but also on the field of play. Sometimes a player has to step up and lead. And look, this team told Josh Heupel on day one that there needs to be more accountability in this program, and that's exactly what Butler is driving home there in that final comment. But that is going to wrap it up for this video. We got more content coming your way hopefully today, see what we can get put out there for you guys. Do me a favor, if you have not done so yet, please smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Also, don't forget to leave me a comment. Let me know, who do you think can step up on this defensive line unit and be a playmaker for Rodney Garner this fall. Also, you can help us out. Pick up the official merchandise of the Talkin' Vols Network. Just go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin' Vols. Multiple styles, designs, colors, all kinds of good stuff. Good quality merchandise. I love the Talkin' Vols State Pride merchandise. But if not, we get it. We understand. We appreciate all the support. We just appreciate you guys showing up, showing out. Again, just hit that thumbs up. We'll see you on the next video. This is the Talkin' Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.
The songs how like me, poets